Majid Sadeghpour. And sir, the White House has made negotiated offers to Iran, but Iran does not seem to be very flexible. The president declared a ceasefire, which is still kind of in effect. When the president was in China, the Chinese president said the Iranians should open the Strait of Hormuz, but today it doesn't look like anything has changed. Meantime, the president is meeting with his advisors this week to reassess our strategy. Sir, is this an inflection point in the war with Iran?
I think we've been an inflection point with the war with Iran in a long time. But the war that I'm referring to is a 45-year-long war between the Iranian people and the regime. The people of Iran have been fighting to end this regime for 45 years. I think it's that war that needs the international community's attention. And that's why just on this Saturday, thousands of us were in Washington, D.C. to protest, hold a protest and a march to highlight the execution of political prisoners in Iran and urge Western nations to hold the regime accountable, condemn these executions, and also to express support for Iran's primary organized opposition, the National Council of Resistance of Iran. I think that is where the international attention should be, focusing on the attention on the people of Iran and their capability and desire and aspiration to overthrow this regime. To address the current conflict with Iran, you need the Iranian people and a fighting force on the ground, and that is where our focus should be.
So are there people on the ground? Is there an organized resistance within Iran? Tell us more.
Yes. I mean, Iran's primary organized resistance movement, the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, MEK, had over 4,000 activities, actual activities combating the IRGC in 2025. During the uprisings of January, 2,000 of these resistance movements, the MEK's resistance members, were detained and their whereabouts is unknown. Just 4 days before the war in Iran began.
They're still around, but they're basically staying underground now, so they aren't basically shot or killed?
Well, there are thousands of them across all provinces of the country. Over 250 of them attacked Khamenei's headquarters just days before the current war began. They didn't succeed in killing Khamenei, but it is notable that they were able to carry out that operation in the most fortified portion of the Iranian capital, Tehran. And so that shows organizational capability, logistical capability, combat readiness. And those are the things the Iranian people are getting better at as we go on. But in the fog of war, the regime is flooding the streets with its Basijis and paramilitary, is actively teaching its Basiji and paramilitary people how to use arms by actually bringing IRGC members on TV to teach them how to use assault rifles.
What is the resistance waiting for before they step forward and try to precipitate the downfall of the current regime?
I think the first decision is that the free world, led by the United States, have to make up their mind, do they want this regime to go or not? I think the free world has not yet come to that point. The Iranian people did 45 years ago, hence the more than 120,000 executions in Iran.
The United States, the President of the United States and our allies need to make a decision that they want regime change in Iran. That is a goal.
That is correct.
That's what is necessary before your folks, the people you know inside Iran, the resistance, will engage and attempt to precipitate regime change.
I think they have engaged the regime all along. I think the cost has been significant on them. I mentioned the executions.
Well, supposedly 35,000 of them were shot.
That's correct. But the fact that this has not succeeded is not that this regime succeeded. It's that the regime has been able to infiltrate and create enough networks to survive. It is able to still survive the blockade and the pressures the United States has put on it thus far, and it probably will be able to survive much longer because it will exact the cost on the people of Iran, both economically and in lives. The only way to turn that on its head is to actually focus the attention on the very people who are on our side have wanted regime change. If the United States just adopts what the people of Iran want, which is regime change, but not for the United States to make that change, but to support the Iranian people on the ground, those who are sacrificing on the streets to overthrow this regime.
Well, very good then. We've been speaking with the political director, Majid Sadeghpour,
Sadeghpour, yeah.
Sadeghpour, of the Organization of Iranian American Communities. Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.